OpenAI recently reported that more than 1 million people interact with ChatGPT with suicidal thoughts or getting advice on suicidal thoughts. And a recent lawsuit alleges that a 14-year-old boy discussed harmful thoughts with ChatGPT, and ChatGPT did not allow him to seek help, rather, it led him to suicide. So, what can we do to protect these young children and teens from being overly emotionally dependent on AI tools, and how do we protect them from these harmful um, results?
Well, what we've seen is that children are less able to understand that AI technology is not a person, that it's not doesn't have human-like understanding of their conversations, and therefore can't give advice that's appropriate for whatever situation they're going through. So that it's very natural for a child and really people of many different ages to use AI as a crutch, to use chatbots as to consider them a friend, in some cases to consider them a romantic partner. But what we're seeing is when AI models are designed so that they naturally can be approached that way and conversed with in that way by children, children are less able to make the distinctions that allow them to understand that the technology is they're talking with a computer, they're talking with an AI model, not with a friend. And it's that anthropomorphizing of the technology that leads children to treat it as a confidant, which leads to these AI companion, AI as a romantic partner, or AI as a very close best friend or confidant. And there was a recent study that came out showing that in the United States, about 30% of the children who were interviewed, teenage children, felt that they had a relationship with an AI. And I see that as very problematic. And I understand that it's we like to treat AI in that way, and there's kind of a natural tendency to talk with AI as a person. But for children, that can be harmful, and especially for younger children who aren't able to really make the distinction between fantasy and reality. They don't understand that Alexa isn't a human friend or a human-like friend behind the speaker.
Mm-hmm. So, but what can parents do to help these children? What steps can they take?
I think just like with watching media, one important thing is that the parent use the technology with the child so that they're able to talk through what's happening. And it's really important, to model behavior, so that or so that the if the parent is conversing, for example, with an AI, that they're able to make it asides if their child is there and comment on how, oh, this sounds like a human, but it's really not. And they're able to kind of follow along with how a child is using the AI and laugh about how it seems like a person, but always emphasizing that this is not a person, this is not your friend, this is a computer, this is drawing, the things that it's saying are drawing from everything that people have written in the internet or data that's available online, so that the child, as they're using technology can incorporate some of that knowledge. Because again, especially with younger children, they're impressionable. If something seems real to them, they believe it as real. They experience it as real, and they need the parent to kind of step in and be a shield, or between their tendency to believe that this technology is a friend or confidant or partner, instead of just a computer that or a server that they're chatting with.